guys. So today we are going to be talking about the News to You article for the week. This article is titled Roots and Shoots Program. So this is a program that does a lot for nature and our environment. It's also run by Jane Goodall, who I'm a huge fan of. If you haven't heard of Jane Goodall before, she's a wonderful, wonderful lady. I did find a video kind of with Jane Goodall kind of talking about this program. So we'll go ahead and we will watch that first before we get started reading. So we have a little background knowledge for the Roots and Shoots program.
I always suggest that people learn a little bit more and think about the consequences of the small choices they make each day.
26 young adults came together with a visionary.
Hundreds and thousands of young people like you all around the world can break through and make this a better world for all living things. Every single one of you has a voice that is listened to.
With their mentor, in the hope to find the answer to one of the world's most challenging questions: how to save the planet.
Roots and Shoots is holistic, so the projects are to help people, to help animals, to help the environment, with a theme of learning to live in peace and harmony, not only with each other, but with the natural world.
Siento que la juventud necesita formarse. Le llegará el momento que tiene que asumir su rol de líderes dentro de sus comunidades.
Se han encontrado estos jóvenes de 12 naciones para hablar de cómo mejorar el mundo, cómo mejorar sus países y cómo mejorar la vida en la tierra, cada uno haciendo su pedacito.
Todos cuando éramos chicos queríamos cambiar el mundo y ahora que somos adultos podemos hacer eso de alguna manera.
El problema ambiental de mi país me afecta, me causa dolor y yo quiero tomar acción.
I do get upset, but that's what keeps me going and what tells me, if you are upset with something, you have to keep working so that you can change it.
When you sit down and you talk with other people and they show you their successes and you can, share your challenges and they can help, you develop new ideas. And so always feeling like you are part of this, the Jane Goodall Institute family.
Realmente acá me di cuenta del poder que tenemos toda Latinoamérica. Somos todos hermanos y tenemos el poder y lo vamos a lograr.
If we can get that new generation that understands we need money to live but shouldn't be living for money, if we can get that to a critical mass in time, then we're going to start seeing the major change.
So that was a little about the founding of the Roots and Shoots program. So basically their main goal is how can they save the earth? How could we, what could we do to make our earth a more sustainable and better place to live in the long run? So here we are on page 1. This page is titled Roots and Shoots Program. It's the main what of our article we're reading today. So this page says, a program helps young people make a difference. To make a difference means to make something better. The program is named Roots and Shoots. Roots and Shoots is 30 years old in 2021. So this program has been around for a long, long time. Let's move to page 2. A famous scientist started Roots and Shoots in 1991. This famous scientist is Jane Goodall. Jane helped animals in Africa. She thinks helping the animals made a difference. She thinks other people can make a difference too. So Jane has done so much in the field of science, especially working with animals. If you have time, you should definitely look up more about Jane. She's pretty amazing. Let's go to page 3. Jane wanted to help young people make a difference. She started Roots and Shoots. Roots and Shoots says anyone can make a difference. Roots and Shoots helps young people make a difference. Young people can help solve problems in communities. So Roots and Shoots gets our younger parts of populations involved. In that video, it did show that, you know, this is not just a United States problem, it's a problem globally. So, you know, they had people sharing from all across different nations. But getting our young people involved definitely helps because they are the generation that kind of has to inherit this earth and continue to live here. Let's go to page 4. Roots and Shoots has 4 steps for young people to follow. The first step is to want to solve a problem. So if you can't identify a problem, you're not going to be able to solve it. The second step is to choose a problem. The third step is to do a project to solve the problem. And the fourth step is to celebrate the project. So looking around your community, you know, can you think of anything that might be somewhat of a problem? How could you solve it? And then once you do that, it would be great to celebrate that success. You know, for example, just thinking about ways we can better our earth, the RESD sponsors Adopt a Highway. And twice a year we go clean up the side of the road, and we do clean up quite a bit of trash. So we want to solve the problem of people littering. We choose that problem, we go clean it up, and we kind of celebrate that success. Let's move on to page 5. Young people can do many kinds of projects. Some young people may pick up trash in communities. Other projects include planting flowers, recycling, making bird feeders, and donating food. Each project helps solve a problem. So no matter what, you know, you decide to do, if your heart's in the right place and you're trying to help, you probably are helping. And you probably are solving a problem for somebody, even if that somebody is an animal or a plant, you are helping. Let's move on to page 6. Young people can visit the Roots and Shoots website. Young people can learn about the 4 steps. They can learn about problems around the world, and they can learn about projects other young people have done. Young people can learn how to start projects too. So let's go to page 7 here. The Roots and Shoots website has challenges to do. Challenges may include watching videos, doing activities, reading stories, and more. Challenges can help young people learn about problems. The website has different challenges during the year. So, you know, you may look at your community and think, I'm not sure how I can help or what I could do. So if you needed help trying to figure out what's something that you could do in your community to help the planet, I'm sure getting on this website for Roots and Shoots might help. You can watch videos. They might have challenges to do that you could try in your community to help. Let's move on to page 8. Roots and Shoots is 30 years old in 2021. Roots and Shoots has helped many young people do projects. Projects can help people, animals, earth, and more. What kind of projects would you like to do? So like I said, it doesn't have to be, you know, helping a specific human being or a specific person. You can help people in general, animals, you can help the earth, you can help plants. There's lots of things that you could do. Let's move on to page 9. This is about Jane Goodall. Jane Goodall started the Roots and Shoots program. Jane was born in London, England. Jane loves animals. Jane went to Africa when she was 26 years old. She helped animals in Africa. So this is our who page, and our who for this article is Jane Goodall. Let's go to page 10. So this is still about Jane. Jane helped animals called chimpanzees. Chimpanzees are endangered. Endangered means that there are not many are left in the world. Jane helped chimpanzees for many years. Now Jane gives speeches around the world. So, that's really how Jane Goodall got famous, is that with her work with chimpanzees. Like I said, there's tons of stuff out there about Jane Goodall, and, many things that you could read about her, but she's a wonderful lady. Let's move on to page 11. So this is our where page. Specifically, we're talking about Africa today. Like I said, Roots and Shoots really does focus on the world globally. But we're talking about Africa because, as it said in the previous page, Jane Goodall helped a lot of animals in Africa, specifically chimpanzees when she was there. But that's why we're talking about Africa. Jane Goodall helped animals in Africa. Africa is a continent. Africa is the second biggest continent on Earth. Animals in Africa include chimpanzees, lions, zebras, giraffes, and more. I'm going to skip over this one and move on to the jokes. So knock, knock. Who's there? Earth. Earth who? Earthy making a difference? So instead of are they making a difference, Earthy making a difference. Because we want to help our Earth and make a difference for future people living here. Move on to page 14, which is our other joke page. This one says, I have a joke. Tell me, what is a scientist's favorite dog? I don't know, what? A lab. So of course labs are a type of dog, but labs are usually where scientists work. Let's move on to our game page on page 15. So here we are going to choose the pictures about Roots and Shoots program. So if you think this word was mentioned in this article that we read today, you are going to circle it. Our first word here is challenge. Did we read about a challenge today? We did read about a challenge. So on their website, if you go to the Roots and Shoots website, there are different challenges that you could do there for your own community. What about this word? Did we read about website? We did, because Roots and Shoots does have a website that you can go to check it out. What about rabbit? Did we read about a rabbit today? No. Although a rabbit is an animal, which we did read about animals today, we did not specifically talk about a rabbit, so we will not circle that one. What about community? So Roots and Shoots is really a way that you can help your own community. What about mail truck? No, we didn't read about a mail truck. What about the word program? So Roots and Shoots is a program. What about the word scientist? No, we didn't read about a scientist. Or yes, we did read about a scientist. Sorry, Jane Goodall is a scientist. What about the word problem? So the whole point of the Roots and Shoots program is to want to solve problems in your community and figure out how you can solve them. What about the word step? So there's 4 steps in the Roots and Shoots program. So wanting to solve the problem, identifying the problem, solving the problem, and celebrating. What about log cabin? No, we didn't read about log cabin. What about the word make? So you can make a difference for the earth. What about the word projects? So solving some problems requires doing a project. What about the word help? So definitely by solving problems, you are helping somebody or something. What about the word solve? You can circle that one because we are solving problems. What about the word difference? So you will be making a difference by doing the Roots and Shoots program. What about the word FBI agent? No, we didn't talk about that today. Nice job. We're going to clear this page and I will move on to the review page. So question 1, what is this paper about? Is it about Titanic shipwreck, Roots and Shoots program, or National Youth Poet Laureate? Circle the answer you think is correct. It is the Roots and Shoots program, that middle answer. Question 2 says who, remember who is a person, who started the Roots and Shoots program? Gitanjali Rao, Langston Hughes, or Jane Goodall? That would be Jane Goodall, the last option. Question 3 is where, remember where is a place, where can young people help solve problems? Communities, space, or the moon? Communities, the first option. Question 4, what is Jane Goodall? Is she a scientist, a nurse, or a dentist? Circle the answer you think is correct. She is a scientist, option 1. Question 5, what does Roots and Shoots have for young people to follow? Recipes, steps, or laws? Circle the answer you think is correct. Steps, that middle option. Last question on the page, question 6. How old is Roots and Shoots in 2021? Is it 45 years old, 50 years old, or 30 years old? Circle the answer you think is correct. "30 years old." Last option. Nice work. We're going to move on to the last page. Let me clear our drawings. Our last page is the puzzle page, of course. And after we finish this puzzle page, you can move on to your other corresponding worksheets. Remember, on the puzzle page, there are words that go across or horizontal. That's the way we normally write words. And then there are words that go down or vertically, and that's kind of not really the way we normally write. So we're going to focus on the across words first. First one set is number 2. Number 2 is right here in your puzzle. 2 says communities. Communities is spelled I, T, I, E, S. That spells communities. So through this program, you can help your community out. So your community is the place where you live. Number 5 across. 5 is right here in your puzzle, and that word says problem. Problem is spelled P, R, O, B, L, E, M. Problem. So the main focus of this program is wanting to solve a problem, picking out what problem you want to solve, solving the problem, and then celebrating. Let's look at number 6. Number 6 is right here in your puzzle. And number 6 says help. Help is spelled H, E, L, P. Let's cross it off. So again, by solving these problems, you are helping. Number 7 across. 7 is right here in your puzzle. And 7 says solve. Solve is spelled S, O, L, V, E. That spells solve. So the whole point is to solve problems in your community. Last crossword is number 8. 8 is right here in your puzzle. 8 says projects. Projects is spelled P, R, O, J, E, C, T, S. Projects. Let's cross that off. So sometimes solving problems includes doing projects. Now we're going to move on to our words that go down, or we write them vertically. First, we're going to write number 1. Number 1 is right here in your puzzle, and that word is difference. Difference is spelled D, I, which we've already written, F, F, E, which we've already written, R, E, which we've already written, N, C, E. Difference. Let's cross it off. Now we're going to move on to number 3 down. 3 is right here in your puzzle, and that word says step. Step is spelled S. We've already written that. T, E, and then P, which we've already written. That spells step. So remember, 4 steps in this method for roots and shoots. So wanting to solve a problem, identifying a problem, solving the problem, and celebrating. Now we're on to number 4 down, which says website. 4 is right here in your puzzle. And website is spelled W, E, which we've already written, B, S, which we've already written, I, T, which we've already written, E, website. So there is a website for Roots and Shoots if you do want to look it up. Let's cross off number 4. Last word, 5 down. 5 is right here in your puzzle. That word says program. Program is spelled P, R, O, G, R, which we've already written, A, M. That spells program. So this is a program, Roots and Shoots. So I hope you learned a little bit today about the Roots and Shoots program, and you might feel inspired to look it up and maybe solve some problems in your own community. After you finish this packet here, there is the corresponding worksheets that goes along with this article. You can go ahead and complete those. You'll need something to write with, you'll need something to color with, so markers, crayons, colored pencils, it doesn't really matter. You'll need scissors and you'll need glue. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.